Hi, hello everyone. Real analysis third sem lo in real analysis third sem 3 fourth unit Riemann integration, the most important problem in Riemann integration. So this also will come for a longer short answer. Okay, so in this we have to prove two theorems in one single theorem. See, what is that? If f is integrable on a comma b, then prove that mod f is integrable on a comma b. Up to here we have one proof. After this we have to show modulus of integral a to b f is less than or equal to integral a to b mod f. Okay, after proving this first step, that is f is integrable, then mod f is also integrable, then after we have to show this step. Okay, so మన ఛానల్కి కనుక ఎవరైనా ఫస్ట్ టైం వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఉన్నట్లయితే సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. వీడియోని ఎండ్ వరకు చూడండి. ఇది మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ థీరం. సో ఇది లాంగ్ ఆన్సర్లో రావచ్చు, లేదంటే షార్ట్ ఆన్సర్లో కూడా వచ్చే అవకాశం ఉంది. సో లెట్ us start our proof. Okay, so in this we have two theorems now, two proofs now. So first one is what? F is integrable, then mod f is also integrable. This already I explained in this channel. I will give this theorem proof in the description. Okay, so after writing this theorem only we have to prove this. Okay, if you prove this directly without showing this first half part, then you will get half marks only, right? See, what is that? F is integrable, then mod f is also integrable. This is I will give in the description. Once you see this, after seeing this, then you have to come to do this proof. Okay, mod integral a to b f is less than or equal to integral a to b mod f. Okay, so let us start our main theorem. So let us take any variable x. So how I wrote this? Every integrable function is bounded, we know already. Okay, in properties I explained already. Every integrable function is bounded. Bounded means what? There should be a infimum value as well as supremum value. Means there should be a minimum value, maximum value. Means a function should be lies between negative to positive of any value is called a bounded function. So in general we will write mod f of x is less than or equal to capital M. This also can be written as small m is less than or equal to f of x is less than or equal to capital M, or m1 m2 k1 k2 whatever it may be, right? So according to that bounded definition, here just choosing minus mod f of x is less than or equal to f of x is less than or equal to mod f of x. Okay, so where came this? From the definition of bounded function. Now we have to split this into two inequalities, that is mod minus mod f of x is less than or equal to f of x, and then from here to here f of x is less than or equal to mod f of x. So keep this like this only. Now we have to multiply both sides with minus. If you multiply with minus on both sides, then this symbol will become reverse. How it can see? For example, 2 is less than or equal to 3. If you multiply both sides with minus, what it will be? Minus 2 minus 3. In these two, which one is greater? In negative numbers, smaller only greater, no? So here it will be greater than or equal. Means if you multiply with the minus on both sides, then this inequality will become reverse. Same that concept only here I applied. See, if you multiply with minus, then this will become reverse. So then we can write this also minus f of x is less than or equal to mod f of x. Here we have already f of x is less than or equal to mod f of x. From 1 and 2 we can write here minus f of x plus f of x. So plus or minus f of x is less than or equal to mod f of x. Now what we have to show? Integral a to b we have to show. So apply integral from a to b on both sides. Both sides, if you apply integration from a to b, then what you will get? Plus or minus integral a to b f of x dx is less than or equal to integral a to b mod f of x dx. We know one thing, that is mod x can be written as plus or minus x. Okay, plus or minus x can be written as mod x. So according to this concept, we can write this plus or minus integral a to b f of x dx as modulus of integral a to b f of x dx is less than or equal to integral a to b mod f of x dx. So in general, in Riemann integration, f of x dx also can be written as simply f. Okay, so according to that, modulus of integral a to b f is less than or equal to integral a to b mod f. Hence our theorem completed. Okay, so this also most important theorem in Riemann integration. This also maybe will come for long answer or short answer type. Okay, so what I explain in this my channel, that all are only important theorems only, not explained. I did not explain everything, each and everything what we have in the textbook or what we have in the material. Just what we need for the exam, what are the repeated questions, repeated theorems, that only I explained in my channel. Once go through playlist, that playlist also I will give in the description. Okay, once again I am remembering, first you have to write this theorem, then after we have to write this remaining part. So without writing this, so this is meaningless. Okay, I hope all you clear. నా వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ఏదైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే కింద కామెంట్ సెక్షన్లో కామెంట్ చేసే ప్రయత్నం చేయండి. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్. హ్యావ్ ఎ నైస్ డే. బాయ్.